You're about to launch a new marketing campaign. Maybe it's a video series or something else. How do you get it started off in the right way? What are you gonna do? You need a launch party. Let's talk about that. Okay, first off, what is a launch party? It's a name I've given to the concept of having a group of people that know, like, and trust you. You've told them about the concept of your campaign, and they've agreed to help, well, launch it, get it off to the start. And the whole idea here is to have fun with it, hence the party concept. So let's talk about then 3 reasons why it is helpful to have it. The first is you have instant success with a built-in audience. You already have people that are willing to view it, to interact with it, comment on it, share it, like it, all those needed things to get it off to a good start, whether it's on social or most likely we're talking on social here, but it's the concept of sending them all to, most likely via email, a link to wherever you've got it posted so they can give it that kick start. So you have instant success, which leads us to point number 2 of why you need to have a launch party. It's because platforms and people both like it when other people find something of interest. So platforms like YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, they all have algorithms that pay attention to what other people are doing. If people are watching a lot, get a lot of impressions, if they're viewing the entire time, if they're commenting on it, liking it, sharing it, then the platform says, well, okay, well, if people like it, then more people would probably like it. And so they boost it up and show it to more people based on their algorithm. But people act the same way. When somebody else sees, oh, well, there's a lot of people that are liking this, that they're commenting on it. Well, it must be of value, must be of interest, because other people think it's of interest. So then they look at it and they engage with it. It's also the less fear, because if someone has already commented on it and interacted with it, they don't have to be the first person to leave a comment below, but they can then be the second person, the third person. And it's also the whole Me Too concept of, oh, I want to join the conversation, I want to be part of this, and you can help towards engineering, maybe not a 1 million person viral campaign, but the right people interacting with it. Now, the third reason is it's a great opportunity to reconnect with past clients, customers, and partners. Creating that launch party, this provides you an opportunity to reach out to them and say, hey, how you doing? We're actually launching this new campaign. Thought it'd be of interest to you. Would you be willing to share it? Now, this really works well when what you're asking them to share to help launch is not super salesy, and it's not perfectly like you're not asking them to sell. Nobody likes selling, that's not fun, except salespeople that really enjoy it and they make money off of it, which could be a strategy too if you have people to launch party with collaborators that they could make money off. But if there's no money made by them, ideally it's some sort of value that they want to share with their audience. It's a funny video, it's a downloadable PDF, it's something that they can share and say, wow, my audience would actually find this of value. And then they're more likely to share it themselves, and there has to be a resonance. But it still provides a great opportunity to reconnect with all these individuals. Whether they actually share or not, it's a touch point for them. So it's a nice last hit punch of our 3 points here. First, again, creating instant success with a built-in audience. Number 2 is both platforms and people, like when other people find something of interest. And third is it's a great tool for retention, reconnecting with past clients, customers, and partners. Now, we've actually did this exact concept when we launched our tip series. We connected with past clients and customers and built an audience and did this. And I'm gonna share a couple of the results and stats from this. We reached out to partners, friends, clients, and even family, and built a list of about 65 people. I sent an email to them telling them what we were doing, offered some freebies for them, and explained what the concept of it. And then those who respond say, yep, I'll be happy to do that. I put them on just a email list in Gmail, created a new contact list, named it Tip Series, so that each week when we launched a new video, we could send an email out to them very quickly and easily and explaining what it is. Now, actually, the ask that we made was a little higher because we were asking, can we send you something every week? I only said 8 weeks, though, so that there was a time period. It wouldn't go on forever. You don't want somebody to say, hey, will you post and share my stuff every single time? That's too much of an ask. Ideally, it's only once. And a lot of people that when they did share, it was only once or twice. But a couple more stats. So 43 out of the 65 said yes. So about 65%, but only 13 actually commented, liked, and shared. So about 30% out of our 65. Now, I don't know if this is typical. These percentages feel right. So if you want more than 13 people commenting, interacting, you probably need to start with a larger list than just 65. We decided to individually invite and send it out to our whole list, but that could be a strategy of yours. You ask your entire email list of, ideally, you have a couple thousand people on there, and then your total number at the end will be be higher. We're unsure of how many out of the 43 who said yes also they watched it without commenting, interacting, or sharing, because you can't see individual viewers, those who actually just watched it. So maybe more people watched it, just didn't comment, interact. And not everyone will if they don't feel comfortable. Now, we are posting these tip series on YouTube, the full-length version on LinkedIn, both as an article, as a blog post with the video embedded from YouTube, and then also as a post in the timeline as a teaser version, 30, 90 seconds. And that same teaser version we put on Twitter and Facebook. So several different places. And then we tracked the analytics on it to see which one performed the best. And the one that did was LinkedIn. Now this kind of makes sense because our audience are the business owners, and LinkedIn is a B2B platform. So definitely right there is one key factor, makes sense. The other is there is less competition still comparative to YouTube and Facebook. There's a lot of other videos and content already there, where LinkedIn in the feed and other places still slightly less. Not to say there isn't already, but it's less than the other places. So we potentially could show up even more. And then the third is our own audience. We actually have probably more people on LinkedIn connected with us than on the other platforms. So probably a combination of all those factors led to higher impressions and engagement on LinkedIn for our content. Now, if you're interested in actually knowing more of the details of what we learned from our own launch party, just leave a comment below. I'm Alex with Your Local Studio. I hope you found this little tip helpful when you launch your own marketing campaign or video series. Please follow, subscribe so you get more video tips in the future. Thanks so much.